Hi, I'm Daniel, and today we're looking at the Rancilio Classe 11 USB Xcelsius. So right off the bat, first thing we see is this big beautiful display here. These buttons here are very familiar, of course, for anybody familiar with volumetric commercial espresso machines, but this is something that's very new here, this screen. This is borrowed from Rancilio's Egro line and adapted for these traditional machines. And you'll see why it's just so intuitive here in just a second. First, starting off, we have 3 programmable time buttons here for water. You can also adjust temperature. It's going to mix in cold water. We'll talk about these displays right here in just a minute. For now, looking at kind of the brains of the machine here, we have our various options here. You have multimedia that you can upload onto the machine itself. You have a cup warmer here. It's one of the only machines in the United States that has an active cup warmer on it. And then you have something that's called Xcelsius. And this is really what the machine is all about. So we notice here that on our first group, we have a lower temperature here at the beginning and a higher temperature here at the end. And what this means is during the process of extraction, the temperature is actually going to increase. And that's something that Rancilio refers to as temperature profiling. Now on the second group, we have it set up exactly the opposite. So it starts high and goes low. And this little meter here that kind of gives you a guesstimate on what kind of flavors you're going to get out of that is bitter or more acidic on that sliding scale of balance. So that's something that we're going to compare a little bit later. Talking a little bit more about the Xcelsius technology, the way this works, this machine is, first of all, a heat exchanger with a very, very large boiler. It's insulated. But then just over the top of these groups here are micro boilers, very small boilers with heating elements inside of them and several sensors at multiple points in those boilers that allow this machine to tell exactly how much cold water, hot water, and how much heat to apply during extraction in order to get these exact temperatures for this Xcelsius process. Now this is something you can even turn off if you wanted to. If you don't want Xcelsius, you can even turn those little micro boilers off and turn this into just a regular heat exchanger. It's pretty versatile. Another neat feature here is just how powerful the steaming is. You have, of course, pretty classic feathering option, full engage. Now I can run that for a good minute on both sides, and I'm not going to lose much pressure in my steam boiler. As you can see here, it is also digital. One nice feature I like is that I can lock the display for 40 seconds in order to clean it, because it will get dirty as people with milk on their fingers and whatnot press it. So that's a nice feature as well. So I think something that I want to do now is get into comparing two different, well, the same blend, but I want to profile it on two opposite settings to kind of see the results that we get. So I'm going to get set up for that and be right back on that. All right, I am ready to go here. Now I'm going to do these both at the same time. You know, one thing that I forgot to mention, in fact, is down here we have a single phase power button, which is the only Rancilio machine to have one. And those turned out beautifully. Very easy. Okay, so this one is my higher temperature to lower temperature. Okay. Yeah. So this one does have a bit more of a bitterness to it, definitely. And I do prefer this one. I think what we have in here works better with this lower to higher temperature scale. And so, so this is something that you can really start to apply in a cafe setting. Let's say you have a couple different blends that you do. You can have specific profiles that are tuned to those blends. Let's say you're doing single origins that are really sensitive to temperature. You can really get exact there. Let's say you have a single blend and you want to do 2 separate profile offerings on it, so you can really expand your menu off of one blend. There's a lot of potential in here to really break into new realms in specialty coffee that haven't really been explored fully yet. This, along with other machines and whatnot that do pressure profiling, it's really exciting time to be drinking coffee. So that, in a nutshell, is the Rancilio Class 11 USB Xcelsius. So feel free to reach out to us, give us a call, send us an email, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.